Hi, y'all, Lex Lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. That was weird. It was just raining, and then it quit. Inventory's good. We are good to go. Yeah, I'm fed. I'm watered. Look, I'm wet from raining. My knee is... Does it need to be bandaged? Doesn't seem to change anything. Do I need a pain pill? Nope. Alright, well. Let's go ahead and head out of here then. It seems to be I need a bunch of iron for an anvil, actually. So I'll have to remember to make sure. Hello? Oh, did my grocery store refresh? So... Oh. Didn't see you get over the counter. That was a pretty good bag. Wait, you didn't come over the counter. Dude, took the top of her head off. Okay, can we quiet it down a little bit? No. All right. Let's, I mean, I guess if this is refreshed, I should go check the other local stores here. Maybe we don't need to head out to another town at the moment. My poor busted up knee. So, saw the first episode of the new Fallout series. I know I've talked about Fallout quite a bit in the past. It's is one of my favorite game series. And yeah, they did a pretty decent job, at least with the first episode, of you know, following along with what I would expect from Fallout. I was a little worried. There's a you know how I feel about humor. There's a thin line between what I like and what I think is silly, and I don't care for the wrong kind of silly. And so Fallout's got that wink wink nod to like 1950s style science fiction, right? And then there's some weird stuff in there, that fits in with the the feel of Fallout, you know, and I'm okay with that. Um, but then you got like Borderlands, right? Borderlands isn't my thing. Uh, I've played it. Some of it's okay, but a lot of it is just too far on the silly side for me. And so you know, when I think games to go to, Borderlands is not one of my top choices, and so I was a little worried. Uh, Look, I hear you. Oh, it is a vulture. Oh crap! I was trying to get my gun out to shoot him as he came in, but I couldn't remember where I put my gun. So I'm pretty pleased with the first episode. It for the most part kept it just enough serious. Um, Dude, what are you doing? I'm down here. Okay. I don't know what he's doing. I don't think he knows what he's doing. Man, what's the right tool for this? Yeah, but the big worry for me was uh what they were going to do to the Brotherhood of Steel. I a huge fan of the earlier versions of Brotherhood of Steel, and I don't like what they've done with them in New Vegas or Fallout 4. Um, I there's the Enclave, right? So they already have like this fascist. Uh, I mean, I'll admit it's been a while since I played through them, so maybe I'm wrong, but I've always felt like the Brotherhood of Steel were the good guys, not like the good guys, right? Because there's not the good guys really going in Fallout, but you know, I always felt like they were a good faction, and so for whatever reason in Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 4, they kind of don't feel like the good guys, and I don't understand why, because they're in 1-2 tactics, which I know isn't canon, air quotes. And 3, they were the good guys, and okay, again, they were a good faction. I say good guys, I don't mean good guys, I mean they were a good faction. And so I worried going into this, if they were gonna take the New Vegas or Fallout 4 stance, um, or if they were going to go with what, you know, I imagine the Brotherhood to be. And so they lean a little more toward what I feel, at least in the first episode. Now, obviously, I've only watched the first episode, so I don't know what the rest of it's gonna be like. But uh, you know, they're like a weird techno cult. But they've got a mission, and their mission is a good mission, and they're, you know, highly, highly strict and violent military, you know, um, kind of like conducting a crusade in the wastelands kind of thing, uh, to a find the lost pieces of technology that are buried out there, and B, stop it from being used in the wrong way, so that you know the end of the world doesn't happen again. And I do think that they should probably work a little harder on getting technology out to the people. Um, but Fallout 4, it felt more like to me like they were like, we're gonna kill anyone who disagrees with our plan, which is not how they ever were before. And Fallout New Vegas had them like robbing people for their technology, which was never really a thing either. Their stuff was more like going into lost bases and recovering technology, kind of thing. Not, hey there, caravan dude, you've got some circuit boards and I want them, so I will take them. It's, I don't know. I just, so yeah, so anyways, it feels more like what I would expect for the Brotherhood of Steel, at least in the first episode. Um, I was very worried because the trailer shows the guy being asked why he joined. Oh crap! Why he joined the Brotherhood, and saying it was because he. This is the slowest yellow-eyed zombie I've ever faced. Also, I can't. My stamina is not regening fast enough. Oh. Why this guy drop a blue bag? I haven't seen that before. Where's my bicycle? I gotta go get that. Gotta go get that. Loot. The only part that I thought was a little silly was the end. The just one of the characters was a bit sillier than I would prefer. Um, but he didn't make it out of the he didn't make it out of the first episode. So uh, you know, I will say I so thoroughly enjoyed the opening sequence. It was awesome. It was, oh dude, like spoilers, but man, the the scene with the I don't know anybody's names yet. There's a scene where it's before the bombs drop and they're like at this birthday party and like um the dude is like the I don't know exactly what he is. They haven't shown us enough yet, but he was like the spokesman for Vault Tech, and it looked like maybe he was like a famous cowboy actor, and so he's at this birthday party doing rope tricks and stuff on the back of his horse, and so they're he can overhear the fathers talking, and one of the fathers is like, "Why would he, stoop to doing birthday parties?" And the other guy goes, "Well, it's for alimony, of course." And then that dude wants him to do his famous thumbs up thing, which I'm not exactly sure what it is because they didn't show it. And he says he doesn't want to do that, and so then his daughter asks him while they're, because his daughter's there helping him, and she's like, I don't know, 8 maybe, and she's asking him why he wouldn't do the thumbs up, and so then he tells her, when I was in the military, they had us do, nice, get that back to base and see what's in that. They had us do, or they told us that if we hold our thumb up and the cloud from the bomb is smaller than our thumb, then we should run. And if it's bigger, Oh, then she goes, what if it was bigger, Daddy? And he goes, don't run. And so then she wants a piece of cake, so he goes inside to see if he can get her a piece of cake from the birthday cake. And while he's in there, the first bomb drops on the city, and none of the people inside the house notice. It's just his daughter who notices. And so then she holds up her thumb, and her hand is shaking, right? And then um I mean, she's a bit early for, you know, testing the mushroom cloud against her thumb, but and so he comes back out and he's like, "All right, darling, I got you a piece of cake," and she's like, "Was it my thumb, Daddy, or your thumb?" And he turns and sees the black smoke billowing out from the center of the town, and he goes, "Oh, that's just a fire," and then the fire cloud starts to rise up out of the middle of the town, and then the shockwave comes. I was just like, that's so awesome. So awesome. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to watching more of that for sure. V Rising is going well. We're approaching the end. I know, so we were getting close, but now we're real close to the end of V Rising, at least until the May update. Because I think the May update is going to add another section, and we'll probably come back to it. But yeah, uh, it was just me and Dim Saturday and or no Sunday and Tuesday. Oh man, he made me. I know every story about Dim is just me being mad at Dim. But you know it is what it is. And so we get on there to start playing, and he immediately starts ordering me around. I'm just like, dude, come on. He's like, yeah, so I'm gonna need you to go around and collect all the materials off of the people, because I'm busy over here doing something else. Uh, Not that I didn't do it, because you know it needs to be done, but you know, come on. We're both playing the same game. You don't need to gonna be telling people, hey, you need to go do this thing. Oh, look at that. I just unlocked iron tools, and I just unlocked steel spear. This has not regened yet. Okay. Uh, oh, and then, you know, I think we went and did the harpy boss that I missed out on, and so we got that done, and then Tuesday we just gathered some resources. I was trying to remember. He wanted me to do something. I'm like, dude, not only am I not at the base, but I'm already doing something else. I went to get oh, you know what it is? It's him and them dang slaves, or not slaves, prisoners. The dang prisoners. Uh, so I don't want anything to do with it at this point. I tried, and he just if it's something you want to do with the prisoners, then it's wrong. And then he'll turn around and do basically the exact same thing. And so I was looking for high level certain classes we don't have yet, and so you know, I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna send this guy back, and he's like, oh, we don't need that. I'm like, okay, well, I thought you said we did need it. He's like, well, I did say we needed that, but we don't need that. We need this other thing. Yo, man. So I sent back a brute because he said we needed a brute, and then he was like, yeah, we didn't need a brute, and so then we got rid of the brute. And then I got a warrior, and I sent that back, and he's like, well, we already got a warrior. And then Sunday he was like, yeah, so we never did get that brute. Seriously, man. But we were looking for I still haven't used worker blood, but there's worker blood that can be used to um, make your raw resources harvesting go better. And so we were looking for some of that, and so that's what I was out searching for. And uh, he was like, oh no, and so I went out to search for that, and then that was when I did that, and then that was when I did the oh looky looter. That was when he was like, oh no, you're getting the wrong thing, and then later he was like, oh no, that's the thing we need. It's like, you know, dude, make up your mind. Like, stop telling me things. I guess that's what needs to happen. You need to stop telling me things. Also, I have the wrong food in the top there. And so, yeah, I've totally gotten distracted by my loot here, and I forgot what point I was trying to get to with my story. So we did the thing. Oh, and then I went out to he was like, yeah, we don't need all these prisoners, and so he started killing off the prisoners, and I was like, well, we should try to like mutate them and then drain them for blood or whatever. And he was like, yeah, no, we don't need to do that because we just need to get high end guys. And I'm like, okay. He doesn't want to ever use the mutation stuff because sometimes they don't mutate correctly. And instead of turning into what you want, they turn into monsters that you then have to kill. And so he would rather not. He would rather not ever get people than to run the risk of them turning into a monster. Now, I don't know why them turning into a monster. Like, I understand why it's a bad thing. Clearly, I understand why it's a bad thing. You want your guys to get up higher levels. But I don't understand why it makes a difference if I send back say an 89 guy and we give it a couple of tries to boost him up into the high 90s. I don't understand why that's a bad thing, rather than waiting for a high 90s guy to never show up. And so, you know, he's gone and he has gotten some high 80s guys and then fed them gruel to boost them. It's only when someone else goes to do it that it's wrong. Okay, let's see what we get here. We got 2 rifle worlds, which didn't give me anything. We got a sharp stick. Oh, we got 2 sharp sticks. Nice. And we got 2 electrical traps. Okay. What? How much steel do I need for my steel spear? I need 10 forged steel. How much did I bring back? I bet it wasn't 10. Oh, I've got 31 forged steel. Guess what? Guess who's getting replaced? What do I need for this steel spear? I've got the leather on me. I've got the wood on me. I just need duct tape. Okay. Duct tape. Well, that's awesome. Oh, wait, am I missing something else? Oh, you're right, a steel spear part. Or a spear part, I mean. What does this spear part look like? Oh, I bet it's gotta be steel, too. Oh, man. Oh, I have them. Oh, look at that. I've got 30 of them. It takes 1, and I've got 30 of them. Well, 29 now. That's crazy. Okay. I'll probably keep this just in case I need a backup. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, what do I need for the anvil? Anvil. I need 1,250 iron. Yeah, I should probably just go mine some, to be fair. I'm gonna need to wait for my spear to get out here, though. So yeah, so we go and we start up Tuesday night, and Zahn isn't there again. He had to travel for work, and so we're going about, and he's like, yeah, we should get everything ready to go fight some bosses. I'm like, well, I mean, yes, we should get everything ready to go fight bosses, but we're not going to be fighting bosses without Zahn, because I don't want to have to fight the bosses more than I need to. All right. I don't want to go back out and fight a thing that we can barely kill, to have to turn around and try to fight it again, you know. Because there's some spots in that game where we were taking like 4, 5, 6 attempts to kill bosses. Um, and and on top of that, there's a lot of travel involved, and it's got basically corpse runs. You drop all your stuff. Well, you don't drop your weapons, I guess, but you drop all your potions and stuff. And so it's a little harder to fight a boss when you don't have your potions, and you lose your blood. So then you're out your whatever blood you happen to have, and since we've got a 100 warrior, we usually go with 100 warrior blood, and so then it sucks because I've wasted a whole 100 warrior blood. And so I went out to he wanted to go and get some more batteries, which is difficult, but we went and did that because we needed them for what we were doing, and then ooh, look at that guy. Do I have any other mods that'll go on this? I need the blade mod is what I need. Don't have a blade mod though. Okay, let's go find some iron. So we get done with all that, and then I go out and I'm like, I'm gonna go find some blood rose because we use it by the ton. Blood rose is the heal potions are all made from blood rose, and the bigger the heal potion, the more amount you have to use. Because like everything else in this day and age, everything's got that ridiculous number thing. I don't understand. I understand why that became a thing. But you know what I'm talking about. I want to make a heal potion. It's one bottle that I'm going to drink. Therefore, I obviously need 240 blood rose flowers. Right? It's, you know, I want to build one wooden wall. Therefore, I need 300 boards. We'll ignore that a real wooden wall probably take you, what? Maybe 20, 25 boards. Um, is this iron right here? Or is this just a rock? I think it's just a rock. Iron is orangey. But yeah, so there's a boss we killed a long time ago, and she's in like this flower area, and so I like to head out there every once in a while and clean up all the blood rows around her area. And so I went out there, and I didn't take anything with me. Basically, keep my inventory empty so I can bring back all the flower stuff. And so I get out there, and I'm waiting for it to get nighttime because you can't do anything in the daytime because we're vampires. And then he's like, "Yeah, so what I need you to do," I'm like, "Ugh, I hate when he starts a sentence that way. What I need you to do. You're not ordering me around, man." Um, it might be a little different too if he was out doing the things, but he's usually not. I can't believe I can't find any iron. Should have brought my bicycle, apparently. And so I'm like, no. And he's like, "Oh, all right. Well, I mean, we need it." I'm like, "Yeah, well, I'm busy. Getting some other man, I am getting the bag drops tonight off of the zombies." And I'm like, "I'm out here trying to get some more blood rose for potions. I told you that's what I was doing." He's like, "Oh, well, we need these other things too." I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna finish doing this first. It's not like we aren't gonna be playing for 2 more hours." And he goes, "You know what? Maybe we should just end early tonight." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "I'd like to finish getting these blood roasts." "Well, I meant like after you get back. You get back, you unload that stuff, and we'll call it an early night." I'm like, "Okay, it's fine with me. Whatever. I got stuff I can do." And we didn't end up ending early. He went and grabbed some really low level guys next to the castle, because I'm not against him getting the low level guys. um, we needed blood merlot, which is potions you get off of prisoners. And we only have one guy that we really are draining for blood, and so we need those blood merlots. So I don't have a problem with having people stocked up. That's not my issue at all. You want some low level guys to get blood merlots off of for crafting? That's great. My problem is getting guys who are almost 100 and then not trying to boost them to 100 like we did with the warrior. And so so he gets some guys, and then I finish, and I'm like, "All right, I can grab some guys." And he's like, "You know what? Never mind. I did it." I'm like, "Okay." And so I wandered around looking for some guys, and I think I sent back one high level guy that I had found, and then he proceeded to drain it until it was dead, and as he's been doing with high level guys I send back. But yeah, and then last night we just had a really good run. Last night we got on, and we need the two big updates we needed was there was this spider chick. I don't remember what her name is. But she drops the ability to make ghost yarn, which was the armor upgrade. And so we really needed that. And then there was a vampire bad guy, and he drops the onyx tier recipe. And so the onyx tier lets us get the highest level of weapon available currently. How did we do there? We got 1386. That's not bad. I'll get this back to my base here. Should get me, I think I need 1200, right? So this is more than I needed for my anvil. So we get all logged on, we get our potions and stuff ready to go, and then we're like, all right, we're gonna head out to this guy. And then me and Zom jump out there, and Dim doesn't say anything, but he goes AFK. And So when we start walking toward the lady, and the vampire guy attacks us because he wanders the paths between the vampire gate and the lady's nest, the nest of the something's weaver. I don't remember exactly what her name is. And so we're like, hey, Dim, you got to get here. We're fighting this guy. He's attacked us. We can't not fight him now. I mean, I guess we could have ran away. And so we start fighting him, and well, you know what? Dim doesn't come back. Dim doesn't come back. We killed him, and then we got our upgrades, and then we made the onyx tears we needed, and then we made the upgraded weapons, and then Dim finally is like, "Oh man, look what you guys did! You beat that guy. No, I don't have the same abilities." Like, well, yeah, we'll just have to go fight him again then, and he's like, well, he doesn't really have anything that useful, except, oh man, you guys got form of the bat. You could turn to a bat. It's not fair. Like, dude, we'll fight him again. I don't know what to tell you. He was just walking the path we were walking and attacked us. And so then we went and killed the spider chick, and then we went and killed the vampire guy again, and then we went and killed, I think he was like a yeti or something. Um, but yeah, so it was a good run. We've got one boss left in the main stuff, and then there's three special bosses, optional bosses, and we got the device that lets us know where they're at, and so we'll have to see about taking those out. But then, yeah, we'll be just about done with V Rising. I'm not sure what game we're going after next. We've got the new expansion for Final Fantasy XIV comes out here pretty quick, and we are almost at that point. We're in the patches in between the previous expansion and the new expansion that's about to come out, so we're real close. And then I don't know. They talked maybe do Pal World or something like that. So, but yeah, not a bad couple of days on V Rising. All right, with that, and my new spear. With that, be bearing the small things, lean to the light. I will talk to you later.